From Shin Sonic to a literal assault rifle, these are 100 banned LEGO sets that LEGO had to take off the shelves. Starting things off with the Breaking Bad Citizen Brick set. Remember the critically acclaimed TV series Breaking Bad? Well, who doesn't? I mean, everybody knows this TV show. Well, brace yourself because an independent company called Citizen Brick decided to encapsulate the essence of the show in LEGO form. This audacious set, dubbed Breaking Bad, stirred up quite a commotion when it hit the online market with a price tag of $250. However, here's the twist. LEGO distanced itself from the creation. Although every piece in this set was made from LEGO bricks, the company had no hand in its conception or endorsement, and they made sure of that. And that's why you can consider this set to be banned. LEGO Rifle. In the modern era today, where concerns about safety and security do run high, even the most harmless items can sometimes trigger disproportionate reactions. So consider the case of a 6-year-old student in Massachusetts whose choice of a toy sparked an unexpected chain of events during his morning school bus ride. As innocent as it might seem, the young boy decided to share his quarter-sized LEGO minifigure rifle with his fellow students. And the result? Well, panic. The sight of the toy rifle caused a flurry of distress among the other children, prompting the bus driver to take swift action by slamming on the brakes. And while legal consequences weren't in the cards for the boy, he did face detention and a mandatory written apology to both the driver and his fellow passengers. And think about it, it's all because of a LEGO gun looking a little too realistic. The boy's mother believed that the school's response was an overreaction, asserting that the LEGO toy posed no actual threat, while on the other hand, the bus driver painted a different picture describing a bus full of shocked children and an unexpected disruption to the morning routine. So, the lesson learned? Don't make LEGO guns too realistic. But let's move on to the Mr. White terrorist minifigure. Sometimes the interpretation of a seemingly harmless object can lead to unexpected and heated debates. Case in point, the creation of a custom LEGO minifigure named Mr. White by a company called Brick Arms. This figure, dressed in a tan militant shirt and black pants, including a pistol, an assault rifle, and an RPG, and even several grenades. However, it is the white head wrap that drew significant attention and controversy. The Ramadan Foundation, a Muslim organization, took an issue with the minifigure's appearance, stating that it bore a disturbing resemblance to an Islamic terrorist. This interpretation then went on to also trigger accusations of glorifying terrorism. So, in contrast, the founder of Brick Arms, Will Chapman, defended the figure as a generic bandit character devoid of specific attributes or affiliations. But I mean, if you saw this minifigure, what would you think? The Simpsons set. You've probably heard of The Simpsons, right? Now imagine bringing that chaotic charm into the world of LEGO bricks. So for that reason, the people over at LEGO teamed up with The Simpsons in 2014 to release sets inspired by the show. But there was a twist, because The Simpsons isn't exactly a kids-only kind of show, with its fair share of grown-up humor as well. This left parents wondering if these LEGO sets were appropriate for the youngsters or not. A company spokesperson reassured everyone that these sets were designed primarily for the fans of the show, and there's nothing wrong with them. But it did get really close to being banned. How about the construction worker catcall sticker? So a dad out there named Josh Stearns stumbled upon a sticker featuring a construction worker minifigure with the cringe-worthy catcall, "Hey babe," and not finding it funny at all, he took his complaint public. And guess what? It gained some serious attention. LEGO didn't just respond once to the matter either, but also twice. But nonetheless, LEGO acknowledged the issue, apologized for the sticker, and assured him that the steps would be taken to avoid such blunders in the future. So would you get mad over this sticker? It almost got banned because of this dad can't take in a joke. Jabba the Hutt's mosque. LEGO and Star Wars seem like a match made in geek heaven, right? Well, usually yes, but there was this one set that caused quite a stir. The Jabba the Hutt's palace set from the LEGO Star Wars line had a bit of controversy in the past, because some folks out there felt like it bore a striking resemblance to real mosques in places like Istanbul and Lebanon. And a Turkish community in Austria was particularly vocal about the set, claiming that it was disrespectful and very offensive. And as word spread that the set might be discontinued due to the controversy, LEGO stepped in to clarify. They stated that the set was simply being retired after its 2-year run, not because of any bias, but do you think that was a real reason? Or did it get banned because of all the controversy? But still sticking to Star Wars here, because this is LEGO Clone Wars Twilight. The Star Wars universe, a place of epic battles, intergalactic politics, and let's face it, some polarizing eras as well. Well, the LEGO Clone Wars Twilight set takes us straight back to a time where debates raged on about the direction of the series. If you thought the current state of the Star Wars fandom was divided now, yeah, sorry Revenge of the Sith fans, well, this particular era might have just been equally tumultuous, if not more so. The Clone Wars Twilight set didn't escape the scrutiny at all. Hardcore fans weren't holding back on their opinions, but why? Well, for starters, the set was met with the complaints about its price tag, often deemed steep, especially for what it was offering. But it wasn't just about the cost, as fans felt that the set failed to capture the essence of the beloved Star Wars saga, leaving many nostalgic souls disappointed. Reviews ended up pouring in, and they weren't exactly showering the set with glowing remarks. I mean, a lot of people didn't like it, and for that reason, it was almost taken off the shelves. But what about more Star Wars, like LEGO Pod Racing? Now we're moving on to Pod Racing, the heart-pounding, high-speed competition that divided Star Wars fans during the prequels. Amid the controversy surrounding, however, of episodes 1 to 3, there were a few things most could agree on. Darth Maul? Yeah, awesome. The memes? Oh, legendary. Pod Racing? Undeniably cool. Until, well, LEGO decided to give it a spin. Enter LEGO's Pod Racing set, and well, things took a bit of a nosedive with this one. While Pod Racing had us on the edge of our seats in the movies, this LEGO incarnation didn't quite hit the same high notes. Imagine Anakin Skywalker's infamous line, "I don't like sand," but directed at a poorly executed LEGO set instead. Next is LEGO's partnership with Shell. Remember those days when LEGO sets proudly featured the Shell logo, bringing a touch of the real world into our imaginative creations? Well, those days saw a twist when environmental crusaders Greenpeace stepped into the picture. They weren't exactly thrilled about LEGO cozying up to an oil giant. So basically, climate change. And in a bold move, Greenpeace produced a poignant video featuring LEGO minifigures drowning in a sea of black oil, making a statement against the partnership, again because of climate change. And the result? Well, LEGO and Shell's alliance was short-lived, coming to an abrupt halt in 2014. LEGO initially debated the matter with Greenpeace, arguing that the issue lay more with Shell than with them, but however, that didn't help though, because the collaboration ultimately ceased, showcasing the influence of real-world concerns on colorful plastic playsets. So their contract was banned. LEGO Mr. Gold. Remember the thrill of finding one of those exclusive golden tickets in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Well, LEGO decided to harness that excitement with their own vision. They unleashed 5,000 Mr. Gold figures into the wild, hidden within random minifigure packs. And oh boy, did fans catch a fever.
We got that.
The LEGO community was whipped into a frenzy as they embarked on a treasure hunt for the epic proportions. Everybody wanted their hands on a Mr. Gold. Even I did, and I ordered a fake one when I was younger. I got scammed. But the journey to find Mr. Gold wasn't without its twists and turns. And when the dust settled and the lucky ones got their hands on the golden figure, there was a collective realization that the allure of gold couldn't entirely mask some quality issues. And let's just put it this way, not every Mr. Gold was really considered gold. I mean, look at some of these errors, and really popular amongst fans, but didn't quite go well because, well, we all wanted a Mr. Gold, and even the ones that got it, some of them weren't perfect. LEGO's Lando Calrissian mishap. Long ago in the LEGO galaxy, the faces of all minifigures shared a universal color, a bright and sunny yellow. But why? Well, it allowed anyone playing with these figures to imagine characters from all walks of life. It was a creative blank canvas until a certain smooth-talking character entered the scene. Lando Calrissian, as charismatic as he is, unwittingly sparked a discussion. You see, when LEGO embraced the Star Wars universe, a change was needed. Every character wearing that iconic yellow suddenly clashed with reality, and a reality that should include diverse skin tones. LEGO ended up stepping up, altering their approach to depict not only real races, but also a richer spectrum of human diversity in their sets. But initially, when the set did come out for the first time, people were confused, and it did spark quite the concern. LEGO Death Camp. In 1996, Polish artist Zbigniew Liberia had a bold idea that would spark a major debate involving LEGO. Libera reached out to the LEGO group for bricks without revealing his plans, and the company, unaware of his intentions, provided him with the bricks for his creation. However, when the world caught a glimpse of Libera's finished work, shockwaves rippled through. He had used LEGO bricks to construct a replica of the concentration camp reminiscent of Auschwitz. That's not funny at all. And if you don't know what that is, well, do a history lesson. What seemed like an attempt at dark humor was actually Libera's way of making a powerful artistic statement, aiming to invoke deep reflection rather than trivialize the Holocaust. And while LEGO initially wanted the artwork to remain unseen, but over time they let go of their objections, and despite the years of controversy and attempts at censorship, Libera's piece can now be found on display at the Museum of Modern Art in Warsaw, Poland. But don't think this is an official set or anything, and if it even was, it would probably be banned pretty quickly because very controversial. LEGO Police Products. In 2020, the tragic death of George Floyd ignited ignited nationwide protests against police brutality and racism. This movement rippled into unexpected corners, including the toy industry as well. And a prominent trade publication, the Toy Book, then unveiled an email from Rakuen Linkshare on behalf of LEGO that raised eyebrows. The email urged affiliate marketers to halt marketing efforts for specific LEGO products, notably those featuring police officers, firefighters, criminals, emergency vehicles, and related buildings. Sets such as the LEGO City Police Station, Fire Station, and even the White House Builder set were included in this list. The LEGO City Donut Shop opening set featuring a police officer and a crook figures was also flagged. I mean, they were just going after everything. But yeah, can you imagine that all these different LEGO products could have gotten banned over this? LEGO Technic V22 Osprey canceled. On July 21st, 2020, LEGO made a surprising announcement. They were canceling the release of the LEGO Technic V22 Osprey set, a real vehicle used by various military forces. But strangely enough, just 10 days before it's scheduled to release on August 1st, LEGO pulled the plug on the Osprey and just didn't release it. They swiftly removed it from their website and informed retailers that the set wouldn't be hitting the shelves for some apparent reason. In their official statement, LEGO cited their long-standing policy against creating sets based on real military vehicles. So this set did get banned before it even got released. LEGO Ideas and the Legend of Zelda. If you've wandered into the realm of LEGO Ideas, you're likely familiar with the creative hub where fans can pitch their dream LEGO set ideas to all kinds of people. Now, if your dreams involve crafting a LEGO version of The Legend of Zelda, I've got some news for you. It's a no-go from here on out. Brick Fanatics has reported that the LEGO has slammed the door on Zelda-themed items. The culprit? It's the dreaded license conflict. When attempting to submit a concept tied to an existing IP like Zelda, the site sends up a red flag. Mario Bros, same deal. Pokemon, license clash again thanks to Mega Constructs. And fans have previously taken a shot at Zelda-themed sets, even pushing some through the review stage, but all were eventually shut down. The only thing that has made a LEGO set for itself so far is Mario. The reasons might remain shrouded in mystery, but one thing's for sure, many wouldn't mind a LEGO Field Hyrule Castle in their collection, but good luck getting that because this thing was banned before it was even allowed to make the review stage. LEGO's A to Z of Awesome LGBTQ campaign. Last year, the LEGO Group embarked on a colorful journey with its A to Z of Awesome campaign. Dedicated to spotlighting the stories and identities of individuals in the LGBTQ community. And in a bid to spread awareness and inclusivity, the campaign featured videos showcasing LEGO building sets crafted by LGBTQ adult fans of the iconic brand. These sets weren't just about bricks though, because they were also about reflections of personal journeys. Among them were heartwarming scenes of same-sex families, bringing an added layer of representation into the brick world. However, as often happens with initiatives pushing for inclusivity, pushback did emerge from this set. The LEGO Group faced conservative boycott calls fueled by false claims that the campaign was targeted at children. Unfortunately, this led to a bit of a downturn for the company, so yeah, still out there, but didn't do the best. LEGO 75309 Republic Gunship designer video controversy. In 2021, the LEGO Group once again found itself in a pickle as it removed the designer video for the 75309 Republic Gunship from its YouTube channel. This move came in response to an outpouring of discontent from Star Wars fans. And since its unveiling, the Ultimate Collector Series, or UCS, set has been wrapped in controversy. Most of the fuss revolved around quotes from the design team and decisions by LEGO's marketing department. The designer video, starring LEGO designer Hans Burkhard Schlommer, should have been an opportunity to shine light on the design process behind this colossal prequel trilogy ship. However, it instead added fuel to the already roaring fire leading to its removal. Uploaded a full month after the 3,292-piece set's release, the video featured insights from Hans, but it was two specific quotes that ignited the turmoil. First, Hans referred to the Republic Gunship as an original trilogy vehicle, despite its appearance in Star Wars Attack of the Clones, a clear part of the prequel trilogy. And the second was Hans doubling down on earlier comments where he called the included Clone Commander minifigure a makeshift pilot. The aftermath, a deluge of dislikes and a wave of negative comments on the video promoted by the LEGO Group to yank it from their YouTube channel entirely. So yeah, this set did get a lot of hate after, maybe even almost taken down, but it's all because of the really big LEGO Star Wars fans. LEGO Women of NASA. In 2017, LEGO pulled back the curtain on their inspiring Women of NASA collection. This captivating lineup was born from the creativity of a winner in the second 2016 LEGO Ideas review. Sharing the exciting news was the company's marketing manager, Lee Steidensberg, who enthusiastically delivered the announcement via a video shared across their blog and social media channels. The collection was all set to feature remarkable figures like NASA researcher Katherine Johnson, a real-life inspiration behind the character in an Oscar-nominated film, Hidden Figures. The anticipation was high, and the fans were ready to dive into the space theme wonders. However, as often the case, trolls emerged from the depths to rain on the parade. Amidst the buzz, some voices criticized the collection. One naysayer opined that the set's minifigures and micro builds weren't worth the investment, claiming the value just wasn't there. Then there were some more people who decided to sprinkle some controversy, citing LEGO's prohibition on projects involving politics and political symbols. This individual called the feminist LEGO set hypocritical. The comments managed to cover quite a range, dismissing the movement, labeling women as oppressors, and even denying the existence of white privilege. So yeah, this led to some pretty crazy turn of events. It's just a LEGO set about women astronauts. Who cares, right? Set 6951 Robot Command Center. Let's rewind to the vibrant mid-1980s when LEGO was deep into its captivating astronaut theme. Among the gems of that era was Set 6951 Robot Command Center. Sporting those iconic astronaut minifigures and a rather peculiar space structure, this set won the hearts of many young builders out there, and that's what truly matters, doesn't it? Now, this set is no dud, but the whole concept of a command center takes a dive into the realm of strange. Imagine a structure with legs, and not just any legs, but arms too? Instead of regular eyes, it boasts windows, but the cherry on top of this odyssey? Those tiny feet that somehow keep the whole thing upright. Yeah. How on earth does this robot-ish entity maintain its balance even? The creators seem to have ventured into uncharted imaginative territory. Of course, we get it though because it's a robot command center, and the center itself embodies a robot-esque design. So, logically, the building is the robot taking orders or something along those lines. Yet, no matter how you slice it, the result is a delightful blend of cute, confusing, and unquestionably weird. So, this one didn't get banned or anything, but it definitely drew some eyeballs. Now, Set 1853 Hypno Cruiser. It's time to enter the realm of Set 1853 Hypno Cruiser, a piece of a much debated Time Cruisers theme which, let's face it, wasn't exactly LEGO's crown jewel. It's almost as if the creators rifled through the parts bin of overproduced pieces from yesteryears, and the result, a touch of gimmicky charm. Sometimes words fall short and a picture takes the stage. However, even the visuals might struggle to capture the eccentric essence of this set. Prepare for a delightful oddity in every nook and cranny, because the Hypno Cruiser, for starters, is a melange of bricks harvested from diverse themes, creating a tapestry of design influences. Accessories, seemingly curated to embody various eras the vehicle can venture to, come across as arbitrary and oddly placed. And then the plot twist. The monkey. Yes, the monkey. Yes, you read that right. A monkey that makes an appearance. The mystery of why a monkey found its way to this quirky mix remains unsolved too. So definitely a weird set, and it didn't get banned or anything, but again, a lot of controversy. Set 6496 Whirling Time Warper. Continuing our stroll through the eccentric world of the Time Cruisers theme, we land on the Set 6496 Whirling Time Warper. Well, brace yourselves, because in this corner of LEGO history, overproduced and discontinued parts come together to craft a tapestry of design that's uniquely chaotic. Now, let's be clear, choosing only one Time Cruiser set to spotlight was a challenge, but we simply couldn't resist the Whirling Time Warper. It might just out-weird the Hypno Cruiser, and that's saying something. This set is essentially a psychedelic trip encapsulated in bricks. It's a melting pot of oddity that's likely to leave your head spinning for a pretty long time. So why, you ask? The answer lies in the mind-boggling array of movable items that populate this set, complete with the unexpected addition of a ghost. It's as if the creators tossed every curious element they could think of, resulting in a masterpiece of perplexity. What do these moving parts and spectral figures signify? Your guess is as good as mine, and I'm willing to bet even the LEGO designers might have been caught off guard by the peculiar puzzle they conjured. Wow, I can't speak right now. Set 2539 Fright Knight's Batwing Flyer. Within the Fright Night sub-theme lies this gem, the Batwing Flyer, a modest introductory set packing a punch with its Batlord minifigure, radiating a super cool aura. Notably though, LEGO also rolled out a similar set featuring the Batlord along with a crystal ball. But what truly sets this sub-theme apart is its pioneering introduction of the Bat figure and the crystal ball accessory, making waves in the LEGO universe. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on this masterpiece, because take a moment to absorb its essence, because yes, it's exactly what you're thinking. You're looking at a scene that encapsulates a medieval warrior astride a medieval flying contraption. It's a scenario that could only happen in the world of LEGO, where imagination knows no bounds. So go ahead and consider this case officially closed, because LEGO did that, somehow. 4 Animal Friends. Traveling back to 1979 when Scala made its debut, take a brief hiatus in 1980 before resurfacing in 1997. This theme was crafted with young girls in mind, offering a range of minifigures and accessories that differed from the norm. With an exclusive focus on cuteness, jewelry, accessories, and furniture, Scala captured hearts with its doll-like minifigures. But hold on to your bricks, because if you thought the Friends team raised an eyebrow, Scala might just boggle your imagination, well, even more. It's an aesthetic departure from the typical Lego look for sure, but a choice that seems to define the theme. Because picture this, a peculiar picnic scenario featuring a Dalmatian, a cat, a litter of kittens. The animals themselves comes in sizes that might leave you questioning their scale, and then there are the accessories, picnic blanket, jars, plates, and various bits of food that could potentially baffle animal dietary habits. But here's what gets even more curious. While Scala probably intended these pieces to interact with human Scala dolls, the Scene Sans dolls translates into a rather odd spectacle. It's akin to a dog, a cat, and their kittens stepping out for an unconventional date. A visual that, while intriguing, might not exactly conjure the coziest mental image. So I think this set did pretty bad. Now let's talk about an epic set, Dino Jet. Now venture back to 1998, once again, a time when the Snap theme took its bow onto the Lego stage. But there's a catch. This scene bore a striking resemblance to Connect's building sets, igniting a spark of controversy. Despite the critique, Snap introduced a collection of intriguing pieces ideal for crafting an array of vehicles, buildings, and bridges as well. Snap, as a theme, had an inherent quirkiness, but among its peculiar offerings, set 3551 Dino Jet takes the cake for bewilderment. At its core, this creation is meant to be a vehicle, quite possibly a jet as well. At least that's what the creators want us to believe. Yeah. Yet here's the scoop. It's a jet that doesn't look like a jet. Scratch that. It doesn't even resemble anything recognizable. Period. A dash of trust in the creative process seems necessary. As for the box's design concepts too, well, brace yourself for the ensemble of visuals that mirror the perplexity of the Dino Jet itself. Snap, as a theme, embraced its oddball nature with open arms, making a mark on Lego history with its distinct peculiarity, and, well, it didn't last long on shelves. Let's just put it that way. Set 4095-1, Record and Play. While the creator themes often dance on the edge of imaginative design, this set's appearance raises eyebrows, no doubt. Gazing upon it, one might see a robotic insect, a peculiar choice to say the least. Yes, the box showcases other possibilities, yet the initial impression still leans towards the odd. Record and Play? But what exactly? This is an audio recorder with a twist? Why does it sport an insect-like physique? The pieces don't even align. Even after reading the instructions, the bewilderment lingers. Amidst the myriad robot shapes that could have been conjured, they settled on a colossal insect. The query remains, Lego, what was the thought process here? As I embrace the eccentricity of the Record and Play set, I can't help but raise an amused eyebrow as to what was the creative leap here, and, well, that does explain why I didn't do that well. Next up, Manta Warrior. Puzzling, isn't it? A set so minuscule that you can't help but ponder its purpose. Why? You might even ask, does a set of such petite stature exist in the first place? Well, beyond the perplexity, there's a charismatic minifigure, the Manta Warrior, who undoubtedly exudes coolness. However, the set's components tell a rather modest story. 13 brick pieces comprise its entirety. Yes, you heard that right. 13 pieces to conjure a world. 13 pieces in a Lego set. Yet within these confines, you can craft a humble rock, the sole creation accompanying this valiant warrior. And that's also why this humble rock didn't quite do well in terms of sales with Lego. Now, feast your eyes on Giant Spider. Are spiders the stuff of shivers? For many, the answer is a resounding yes. Yet the narrative surrounding these creatures often sways between reality and pop culture portrayal. Much like sharks, spiders have been cast as villainous figures, invoking terror in the hearts of many. However, diving into the animal kingdom's realm of aggression, spiders hardly secure a top spot. I have so many questions, and I think that's why not many people bought it unless they like spiders. Belleville Rosita's Wonderful Stable 5833. In the year 2001, the Fairy Tale series welcomed the Belleville set 5833 Rosita's Wonderful Stable. A seemingly modern addition to the collection, it proves to be a peculiar entry to the eyes of many. While anticipation looms large, this set's portrayal of a wonderful and stable leaves much to be desired. As the package is unveiled, the aspired wonderful remains elusive. The set comprises as an assemble a delicate doll graced with an umbrella, a horse, a castle-style wall, only 2 bricks crowned by a church. The puzzle emerges, and how can a single castle-style wall claim that mantle of a stable? A question that bewilders many. But we're not done there, because this is Belleville Garden Fun. So imagine this. There's a girl in a swing enjoying her time in the garden. Now, Belleville sets are kind of known for being all about that pink life. It's like they ask, how much pink can we cram in here? Instead of asking, is this a set even cool at all? But here's the thing. Even though the swings are usually loads of fun, this set doesn't really scream excitement. If you check out the picture, the girl seems kind of bored, and even that blob-like thing that's supposed to be a cat doesn't seem impressed either. Plus, let's be real here. She's not exactly following the how to swing safely rulebook either. My mom would have had a field day if I tried that. Hulk Helicopter Rescue 76144. Now let's talk about the Hulk Helicopter Rescue set. Buckle up, because we've got some highs and lows here. Get it? Because it's a helicopter. helicopter. First off, there are some seriously awesome parts to this set. We're talking about the rescue figure. It's top notch. And don't even get me started on the Iron Man Nano Gauntlet. I mean, that thing's just awesome too. Oh, and the Hulk big figure? Yeah, pretty great that they thought there was room for improvement there. Yeah, pretty great nonetheless, but though there was some room for improvement. They went with the Quantum Realm look for Hulk, which is a good call because the Avengers compound version would have kind of been meh. But you know what would have been even better? If they went the extra mile and gave Hulk some snazzy arm and leg designs. Like seriously, that wouldn't have taken things to a whole new level. So yeah, these are some real gems of the set. All right, now comes the moment of truth where we will talk about the not so great stuff. Black Widow. What are you doing here? This set came out a bit after Endgame and it wasn't hitting the shelves until way later in the year. So you'd think that they'd be all up to date, right? Well, nope. They just threw in Black Widow. Like, who? Let's be honest, it didn't quite make through to the movie. It's like they didn't get the memo. They could have given us an exclusive Ronin Hawkeye figure, which was a big deal early on in the movie hype. But no, they just stuck with Black Widow. And you know what's even weirder? Back in 2017, LEGO swapped out a figure in a Star Wars set, so they totally could have done it here. So they just took the lazy route, and that showed. And last but not least too, well, those Chitauri figures. They were way cooler back in 2012, no doubt about it. Sure, they gave them a better face print this time around, but seriously, LEGO, no leg printing? After 8 years, they downgraded from having leg prints to just not having them at all? Yeah, it's a bummer, and folks were rightfully disappointed with this set, which I don't think it did that well for that reason. Oh, we're about to end it off real good. Spider-Man versus Doc Ock. So first things first, the minifigures weren't all that bad with this one. Spider-Man, for one, was actually a pretty decent one. They hooked him with a dual molded legs, which was a nice touch. Now, Spider-Girl, she's a newer character, so I was stoked they included her in the mix. She's got this simple vibe going on with her minifigure, but here's the kicker. Where's the leg printing, right? And then there's Doc Ock, who's undeniably cool, but then again, the same question. Where's the leg printing, LEGO? It's like a broken record by now. They just gotta up their leg printing game. Now brace yourself because the build is where things go a bit off the rails. Can you believe they gave Spider-Man a bike? I mean, seriously, this is Spider-Man we're talking about. The dude who swings through the city on webs like it's his morning jog. So the idea of him needing a bike is a bit, well, weird. You'd think Peter Parker might need it, but not Spider-Man. Let's not forget, this bike is anything but sleek. It's got legs sticking out all over the place like it's trying to do splits midair. Yeah, call it nitpicking, but come on, that bike's design is just not cutting it out. Let's be real. But wait, there's more. It doesn't end there, because you won't believe this. That atrocious bike that can actually transform into a mini Spider Walker and an unfinished looking bike. I mean, why in the world does Spider-Girl need a slow walker to fight? It's a head scratcher, no doubt, and I don't understand why they did it. Like, who's in the LEGO boardroom making these calls? It's like they took the whole thinking outside the box thing just a bit too far. And honestly, that's not enough ranting about this set. It's got its quirks for sure, but let's just say it's not winning any awards for best LEGO Marvel creation anytime soon. From this LEGO gun that looks a little too real, or even this questionable minifigure, it's safe to say that not all LEGO is meant for kids. One such case in particular is a Santa Claus version that one may not expect. He's wearing just one pair of underwear and, weirdly enough, a shower brush. And that's why this Santa Claus minifigure has many scratching their heads and wondering why he's in the shower. Although it falls more into the category of comedic ridiculousness, it may be deemed improper by some when it comes to the typical image of Santa. And for the people that are concerned, it makes sense since this representation raises concerns about objectification and the inappropriate representation of a character, and the consequences and settings surrounding these characters' outfits are very clear. But is it as clear as this one, which is the Imperialist Colonial Soldier? This historical minifigure represents an era where colonialism caused serious problems for people all across the world. Now, for those of you that are unaware, the term imperialist is used to describe the aggressive colonial policies of several countries in the past, which did lead to the oppression and suffering of local people in the areas that they conquered. And there's also been a debate on how to handle LEGO minifigs representing police officers and other law enforcement personnel in recent years. And that's mainly because the militarized design of these figures has drawn criticism, given that they look more like soldiers than police officers. Basically, it doesn't really look like real life anymore. And as a result, this did become controversial, especially in the United States during the pandemic, because images of highly armed police officers were viewed as disrespectful in light of recent conversations about police violence and racial inequalities. So without getting too political here, let's just get to the point. Not too soon after, an ongoing public discussion about how toys are designed and represented in society sparked petitions and called for the removal of these specific LEGO sets from the shelves. But did they remove the Slave Leia Lego minifigure? Princess Leia Organa, as she appeared when in captivity with the infamous Jabba the Hutt, is yet another quite R-rated Lego creation ever because, well, mainly because of this alarming image of Leia is a reference to a controversial moment in the Star Wars films. And what's more is that her in the captive condition is further highlighted by the frequent depictions of her with an expression of fear or misery on her face. And given that that kind of PTSD might not reflect well with others, there has been debates and criticisms about the minifigure. While some do think it's a bad idea to put such a mature theme inside a toy marketed towards kids, some have no problem with it. I mean, do you have a problem with it? What do you think of this figure? I mean, we all have our own opinions. How about the concubine of the Lone Ranger set though? As we continue to investigate the 18+ Lego minifigures and all these different kinds of things, there is another quite unanticipated character from Johnny Depp's The Lone Ranger. Meet Red, a minifigure who represents a brother's mistress in the film. Now, it is shocking that Lego made and sold a figurine based on this character's part, but quite honestly, the decision to include a brother mistress in Lego's portfolio leads us to question the company's priorities. Yet the design subtleties must not be overlooked. For one, the amount of care and precision put into creating Red's minifig is impressive. The elaborately sculpted custom hairpiece and the precisely attached bonnet on her head are just two examples of excellent design on display. So yeah, it might have a deeper theme to it, but you can't lie, this figure does look pretty cool. But it's kind of similar to the Native American family minifigure. Now, this 18+ Lego set 215 in the Lego classification system was first released in the 1970s. And even though the scenario of a Native American family paddling their canoe might not be seen particularly controversial at first, closer inspection exposes an aspect that might have caused quite a bit of an uproar. Because if you look at it, concerns have been raised about the historical accuracy of this Lego set owing to the coloring of the Native American figures. Because these Native American figurines have a red complexion, which is a departure from the standard yellow skin tone that most other Lego minifigures have. Then again, the choice to give these individuals a red skin tone, which may have been meant to represent their ethnicity, simplifies and stereotypically portrays a whole group of people, and this representation is also consistent with damaging racial stereotypes that were common. We're not going to get too political, but the point is, Lego is like, I mean, you can question this. I mean, there's a deeper meaning here for sure. All right, but this one's not so bad, it seems. The Lego Titanic. We're calming things down a bit with this one, because with a piece count of over 9,000, the Lego Titanic is extraordinarily achievement of a design and engineering. Now, it isn't R-rated or 18+, but of course, given the complicated build that it requires, you can still consider it to be a set for people that are 18 or over, just because of how hard it is. While of course it wasn't the largest Lego set ever built, it is still one of the company's most impressive creations for its 18+ audience. I mean, this model is a precise recreation of the RMS Titanic, and a ship famous for her tragic maiden voyage. It pays a homage to the historical masterpiece that was once the largest and most luxurious ship ever built. But moving backward, you'll find that the ship's tail is filled with similar structures like cargo cranes, hatches, staircases, and nicely made railings. Now, the Lego Titanic may be purchased from the official Lego shop, Amazon, and a bunch of other places, and its price point is approximately $630, so big yikes on that. But although it may appear to be a big purchase at first glance, the value of the model you get is consistent with a high level of detail that went into creating it. Overall, it's complex but plenty of fun and 18+. But let's move on to the Mystic Tarot Parlor. With the mysterious appeal of this Lego set, the Mystic Tarot Parlor is an astonishing jewel tucked away within the daring Brick After Dark collection. This Lego set is also intended for people over the age of 18, and given that we all have parents who wouldn't want us to get our heads wrapped around the idea of card reading. So you're probably wondering to yourself now, why is the Mystic Tarot Parlor Lego set reserved only for adults? It's really only 18+ because of the theme of the thing, and it's not really 18+ when it comes to any other aspect. It's just the theme overall and what it stands for. But it's boring anyway, so let's move on to the Galactic Gambler's Den. Given the adult vibes that this particular Lego set radiates, as you enter the Galactic Gambler's Den, an exciting masterpiece that is a standout in a bold fan-made Brick After Dark collection, where Lego sets take on a whole new adult-rated twist. So the Galactic Gambler's Den allows you to piece together an adult-oriented masterpiece that is equally amusing and daring. Up next, though, is something that everyone knows about, and that's the Batcave Shadow Box. And yes, this one's a little bit of fun. The unique spin that this set offers was inspired by the 1992 film Batman Returns. So for one, its unique selling point is the clamshell-like way in which it opens up to reveal a large, beautifully made Batcave. And right now, amongst the fans, there appears to be an even split in their opinions about the set. You see, it has won over some fans with its unusual style and bold approach, while others are more suspicious. Then again, it's intriguing to see Lego try out such a risky design which looks like it has been inspired by a fan's imagination. Though putting the Batcave next to the $500 Rivendell set is a great way to appreciate its massive size size and elaborate design, or simply comparing it to the Marvel Hulkbuster armor does the same thing, drawing the attention of how massive and intricate it is. Additionally, too, it comes with a collection of 7 minifigures that contribute to the overall appeal of the set. Both the official LEGO online site and brick-and-mortar LEGO stores throughout the world sell this set, making it easy for fans to get their hands on. And according to the information gained by a variety of sources, you should plan to commit roughly 15 hours into the construction of the fascinating LEGO Batcave Shadow Box set. Still though, the specific amount of time necessary to complete the construction may differ from one builder to the next, depending on the level of experience and expertise possessed by the particular person. And now, some fans may be disappointed that LEGO didn't expand on other notable Batman depictions, such as the Batman animated series or Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, which were not included in the set's tribute to Batman Returns, but who knows what the future holds, right? I mean, there could be more sets, who knows? All in all though, it is an 18+ set because of all the little details, but not in a sus way. It's just 18+ because it's pretty hard to build. But is the Land Rover Rover Classic Defender 90 hard to build? I mean, wow, what a name. The intriguing LEGO Icons Land Rover Classic Defender 90 set will take your building skills to the next level, and no, I'm not exaggerating, because the Land Rover Classic Defender 90 is one of the most iconic off-road vehicles in history and is the subject to this immersive project aimed squarely towards adult people, or just adults. So it's safe to say that the exciting adventure awaits you as you piece together this legendary car and take it for a ride in your own unique imagination. True to the original model from 1983, this rare beauty is painted sand green with a white roof, white wall tires, and a rich brown interior. The model's intricate working, such as the steering, opening doors, suspension, and open hood, are all examples of the skilled craftsmanship that went into the creation, where accurate interior details, such as a cute coffee cup for the driver, are all included within. Overall, the Land Rover Classic Defender 90 is highly modifiable, allowing you to create an off-road masterpiece, because you can add a sturdy roll cage, fire extinguisher, jerry cans, toolbox, working wrench, mud guards, and dependable traction plates to your creation to give it a more off-roading edge and to just make it more realistic. You can even choose whether you have a left or right-handed driving experience with the car, so you can literally put the steering wheel wherever you want. And on top of that, you can tailor your invention to your exact specifications by choosing one of the 3 different roof designs and the 2 different engines. Not to mention, the model's clear measurements are eye-catching, more than 6 inches tall, 12.5 inches long, and 6 inches wide. It's definitely part of a line for grown-ups who take pleasure in complicated patterns, and this piece is definitely made with that enjoyment in mind. So again, not 18+ because it's sus, but because of the theme. And it's kind of similar with this one, The Office. Now everybody knows what The Office is, and you can now bring home a piece of the iconic universe thanks to the LEGO Ideas display model. Because this LEGO piece, inspired by the popular mockumentary, allows players to act out scenes from the stereotypical American workplace. I mean, just imagine everything you could do with this. You can spend some time in Dunder Mifflin office in Scranton by building familiar settings out of LEGO bricks. Key locations from the show that are in the set, such as Michael Scott's office and the conference room, are all included in the set, capturing the spirit of the show. And for fans of the show, I mean, they're gonna love it. Moving on to this classic collection features 15 LEGO minifigures. I mean, that is an absolute ton. I mean, we all love the minifigures, and each one is carefully crafted to look like your favorite character from the show. Even Angela's cat Garbage is represented, along with the likes of Michael Scott, Pam Beesly, Dwight Schrute, Jim Halpert, and the others, where 2 different facial expressions are included with each figurine. We know that LEGO models also bring to life the lobby, given Michael's individual office, Jim and Dwight's shared desk island, and the desk islands of Phillies and Stanley, all of them included in the set. Accessories on the set too, such as Jim's teapot, Pam's engagement ring, Michael's script, Dwight's concealed weaponry, and Kevin's famed chili pot, all pay homage to the memorable moments of the series, making it a sweet trip down memory lane for anyone that is a fan of the show. Honestly, this collection is more than just an ode to The Office. I mean, it's a toast to the show's iconic scenes, which have entered the fabric of popular culture. You can get it from every store, and the total price of $120. I mean, for a set this size, it's a little bit pricey, but again, I mean, everything good comes at a good price, right? So 18+ because of the theme of the show, and yeah, I mean, it's cool for anyone that's an older LEGO fan. But now this is where things get sus, because we're talking about the Steamy Sauna Escape Ad. As you construct the sauna with its seductive design brick by brick, you'll begin to experience its alluring atmosphere. And if you do end up seeing LEGO put this fan-proposed idea into an actual set, you'll find yourself attached by the intricate details that bring out the full potential of the setting, and its atmosphere will come to life with each new piece that has been thoughtfully arranged. And when you position the miniature LEGO figurines within this enticing setting, you may find everything you need to bring your Steamy Sauna Escape Ad to life with this comprehensive collection, which includes everything you could possibly need. But what about the LEGO Bricks and Chill Lounge? We're going back to the bold Brick After Dark collection, and it is home to the interesting Bricks and Chill Lounge, a creative high point tucked away within its boundaries. Because this LEGO set is intended for adults and challenges you to push the limits of conventional brick construction by combining a sense of childlike wonder with an air of seductive mystery. I mean, this is no kid's set. I mean, this is for sure 18 plus. In this establishment, every brick is utilized as a component in the overall design of an upscale lounge environment that is anything but typical. But what makes the Bricks and Chill Lounge a LEGO set that is appropriate for adults to play with only? Well, it is a combination of elaborate design and imaginative play that has been crafted to appeal to a more sophisticated sense of humor, not for kids exactly, you know what I mean? This set invites adult builders to stretch their creative limitations by including elements that inspire storytelling in a novel and risky ways. The lounge area itself too transforms into a blank canvas for leisure and self-expression, encouraging guests to stage scenes that are a reflection of their individual experiences and identities. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? And finally, for the number one spot, it's the Pac-Man arcade. Probably not one you were expecting. And that's because LEGO's Pac-Man arcade set seems to appear out of nowhere, and it's a fantastic homage to the classic 1980s arcade game, which means it's really the right fit for all you 18 plus geeks out there. It's quite a faithful reproduction of the arcade cabinets from which the game was first played, even though one that's been cut in two. Anyway, the original's retro decorations were replicated but reduced to accommodate the largest flat LEGO elements, the 8x16 tiles. Anyway, the original's retro decorations were replicated but reduced to accommodate the largest flat LEGO elements, the 8x16 tiles, which were then tinted yellow and adorned with stickers. Speaking of throwback things though, the game has an extensive number of prints, including 3 white 6x8 slopes at the top of the arcade that spell out the title of the game. Additionally, stickers on the 6x6 black tiles serve as 2 more embellishments on the control panel this time around. But beyond that, the brick was made using triangular red tiles, and the joystick itself is a creative design using a red colored globe element in red, and the arrows near the joystick on the original arcades were printed onto the console panel. The game's main attraction is, of course, Pac-Man himself, who is being pursued by all the ghosts and whatnot. I mean, you know how it works. And that's pretty much the number one spot. It's 18 plus because, I mean, it's just for older people out there. From a house made entirely of Legos to the smallest Lego piece ever manufactured, these are some of the most incredible Lego world records. Starting at number 1 with the fastest Lego world map build. Cooper Wright, a 14-year-old powerhouse, recently embraced his most audacious Lego challenge ever, conquering the Lego world map to clinch a Guinness World Record. This mammoth feat involved 11,695 pieces, but forget the standard 3D model, this was all about an expansive, sprawling, flat mosaic. The gauntlet was thrown, beat at the 12-hour mark, but hey, Cooper wasn't playing by those rules. Armed with unyielding determination and a dash of youthful fire, he pieced together that map in a jaw-dropping 9 hours, 14 minutes, and 49 seconds. Number 2 is the world's tallest Lego tower. The world's tallest Lego tower has officially been erected in Tel Aviv, Israel. Standing tall at a whopping 36 meters, this towering marvel was constructed using around 500,000 bricks, surpassing the previous record holder by a solid meter. Milan's 2015 creation now finds itself in the shadow of this colossal structure. You know what else finds myself in the shadow? If you don't subscribe, so do that real quick. While awaiting its formal recognition from Guinness World Records, drone snapshots have been diligently dispatched to an agitator poised to verify the impressive height of this architectural masterpiece. Dubbed the Omer Tower, this towering tribute carries the name of Omer Sayag, an 8-year-old who valiantly battled cancer until 2014. Man, bro, it's just sad. Throughout his illness, though, Omer found solace and joy in constructing with Lego bricks. A touching nod to his legacy, the materials for the tower were generously contributed by the public, government, and local businesses, forming a true community effort. So, W community for doing all that. World's longest Lego bridge. In a groundbreaking moment back in 2022, ICE 200 proudly introduced the globe to the most extensive Lego bridge ever seen. The exhibit, held in the vibrant surroundings of West Kowloon, Hong Kong, showcased a feat that has rewritten the record books. This stunning architectural marvel emerged from the ingenious mind of exceptional bridge engineer Dr. Robin Sham. But this wasn't the bridge's first rodeo, because it originally graced the city of London, where its sheer magnificence earned a coveted spot in the Guinness World Records back in 2016. With an astonishing weight exceeding half a metric ton, 2021, this bridge was no lightweight contender. Stretching across an impressive 33 meters, it was meticulously assembled from an astonishing 260,000 Lego bricks. But this accomplishment wasn't just about breaking records, because it was also a hands-on educational journey into civil engineering. Acknowledging the importance of experiential learning, the exhibition organizers orchestrated an ingenious plan. They invited 80 students from 8 different schools to dive into the action, participating in assembling the bridge's core components. But anyways, would you drive or walk over this bridge? I mean, you should walk over that subscribe button. Most Lego minifigures title. In an undisputed triumph, Kyle Ugon, a proud resident of San Diego, continues to reign supreme as the champion of Lego minifigures. The record remains solidly in his grasp, with an outstanding collection boasting over 9,079 of these iconic minifigures. And this year, the confirmation from a Guinness adjudicator sealed the deal again. It wasn't an overnight feat though, because no, Ugon's accomplishment was a result of more than 4 years of dedicated effort. As conveyed by a spokesperson for Ugon, this colossal collection was meticulously curated over time. But this isn't just about quantity, because quality played a pivotal role as well. To earn a spot in the record books, each Lego character had to possess a unique code registration, thus embodying a true essence of unique. Kyle Ugon's mastery of Lego extends beyond the minifigures realm though, because he clinched another record back in 2011, the awe-inspiring record for amassing the most extensive collection of Lego sets ever. I mean, you talk about yourself being a Lego fan, bro, you're not beating this guy. No chance. Largest Lego mosaic. The collaboration between, and bear with me with the name here, Moholy Nagy University of Art and Design, Lego Hungaria Kift, and Katerd, I don't even know how to say it, bro. Please don't flame me in the comments. The foundation has birthed a monumental mosaic masterpiece. The brainchild of Evu Subalu, hopefully I said that right, a skilled graphic designer and MoMA master's student, this distinctive photo mosaic came to life through a staggering 169,416 individual cubes. Evu Suabu, I'm just gonna call him Evu. Evu earned this opportunity through the Talent Awards in 2020, 2021, and an esteemed contest presented jointly by MoMA and Lego. A campus conversation with designer Evu set the wheels in motion, because the result, well, a jaw-dropping work of art measuring a grandiose 5.4 by 2.3 meters. This exceptional creation was showcased at the MoMA ground, and I'd kind of want to see it in person too. Now, for all the soccer fans out there, world's largest Lego soccer ball. Amid the unique circumstances of 2021, the creative minds at Lego House in Denmark set an astonishing record by crafting the largest Lego soccer ball the world has ever seen. In a marathon effort spanning 150 hours, the dedicated team meticulously assembled the colossal soccer ball. The resulting masterpiece tipped the scales at a whopping 5,000 pounds and reached towering heights of over 12 feet. Witness to the marvel, a soccer ball constructed from a staggering 173,600 pieces classic 2x2 brick Legos. This was no small feat, and it was brought to life during the pandemic lockdown by the skilled hands of Lego House employees in Denmark, so actually by the Lego makers. And when you're blessed with the abundance of Legos and a surplus of time, well, the possibilities are pretty endless. Largest Lego model ship. In a feat that stands as true testament to our dedication, Dream Cruises, the tourism juggernaut, brought to life an immense Lego marvel abroad the world dream ship. This colossal masterpiece, a replica of one of our own ships, was meticulously constructed in bustling Hong Kong. Our canvas, an astounding 2,518,266 Lego pieces. Oh my god! Behold, the grandeur of this cruise, measuring a remarkable 8.44 meters in length, soaring 1.54 meters in height, and spanning a width of 1.33 meters in, width. Guinness World Records has rightfully bestowed upon us the honor of holding the title for the largest ship in Lego form. A crowning achievement, though Le Gru's millipede might surpass us in sheer size, but hey. Largest Lego X-Wing. Brace yourselves for the ultimate Lego saga. The mighty X-Wing ship from Star Wars universe soared into reality. Back in 2013, New York bore witness to the unveiling of this legendary model, crafted with a staggering, even more than the last one, 5,335,200 bricks. What? Every detail was definitely attended to, right down to even R2-D2's nestled in the customary spot within the airship. This X-Wing spanned a jaw-dropping 12.5 meters, boasting a weight of 23 tons also, according to the records from yesteryears. The hands behind this marvel, well, 32 Lego experts in an official CZEC Republic workshop toiled tirelessly for a combined total of 17,000 hours. Remarkably, though not officially audited, this monumental feat of engineering doesn't shy away from its rightful place among the Lego elite. Now, we're talking so big sets, how about the smallest Lego set? In a pocket-sized triumph, the tiniest Lego set to ever grace the shelves was born. The Lightning Brick 4.5 2.5B1115 released in 1980. Comprising of a mere single piece, this set carved its name in LEGO history as the smallest ever. Just behind it, the Atlas Manta Warrior from the now discontinued Atlantis theme secured second place in the size race. But don't let their statue fool you, because these diminutive sets wield incredible fascination and deliver unique building thrills. The largest LEGO brick skeleton, and New Zealand teens 25-meter LEGO train. Back in 2022, New Zealand proudly claimed a Guinness World Record as 14-year-old Alexander Blong, hailing from Auckland, crafted a LEGO toy train like no other. Collaborating with All Blocks LEGO user group, Auckland Transport, and Auckland One Rail, Alexander assembled a train that boasted a staggering 101 cars. This architectural feat required roughly 50 hours of dedication though, and the locomotive measured a remarkable 25 meters, and to secure the record, it carried the weight of its carriages along a 10-meter plastic track. Witness statements, specifically LEGO type, and public display were also integral elements of this record-breaking endeavor. Largest LEGO DC characters. Back to Nathan Sawaya, the man who turned his passion into a dream profession, a professional LEGO artist. Renowned for crafting intricate sculptures from the iconic plastic toy bricks, Nathan's talents led him to the hollowed pages of the Guinness World Record books, like we just said. His opus, The Art of the Brick, DC Superheroes, showcase his incredible skill in creating 11 larger-than-life DC characters, including beloved icons like Batman, Superman, and even The Flash. This magnificent exhibit, brought to life in London in 2017, was constructed from a staggering 2 million bricks. And that's not all though, because Nathan's masterpiece extended to the largest LEGO brick sculpture of the Batmobile, standing tall at 1.3 meters or 4 feet 3 inches, stretching at 5.51 meters or 18 feet, and spanning 1.69 meters or 5 feet 6 inches in its width. Their journey to bring these superhero sculptures to life spanned over 18 months of creative dedication. I mean, bro, these got me bricked. David Aguilar, not your typical Avenger, but creator, trailblazer, and advocate for inclusion and innovation. Armed with the ubiquitous LEGO bricks, he embarked on a groundbreaking endeavor. David crafted a remarkable series of high-tech arm prosthetics that bore the names MK1, MK2, MK3, MK4, and even MK5, obviously. Enter Han Solo, a fitting alias for David Aguilar, who achieved the unthinkable at the tender age of 18. In a remarkable feat, he birthed the world's very first functional LEGO prosthetic arm. At merely 9 years old, David was already carving his path of innovation. Born with Poland syndrome, a congenital condition affecting limb development, he lacked a fully formed right forearm. And battling the challenges of being different, he faced insensitivity and hurtful remarks from his peers, yet he proved them all wrong, because David's first prosthetic was a vision years in the making. After 9 years, his determination finally paid off. MK1, an ode to Iron Man's iconic red suit, came to life finally. Crafted from LEGO Technic Rescue Helicopter Set 9396, MK1's mechanical prowess was awe-inspiring. Its movable elbow joint and ingenious grabber were marvels of engineering, granting David the ability to perform tasks as everyday pickups and even push-ups. Alright, now let's rewind to 2018 when Legoland's Discovery Center Toronto pulled off something seriously awesome to celebrate Canada Day. They didn't just wave a flag, they actually built the biggest, baddest LEGO brick flag ever. Picture this, they gathered a whopping 248,072 LEGO pieces and used their creative prowess to craft a colossal Canadian flag. I mean, this thing stood at 3.4 meters tall and stretched wide to about 6.46 meters, and we're talking flag goals. Now, who's the mastermind behind this record-breaking feat? None other than Canada's very own master model builder, Noel Stratsma. Hopefully I said that right. He led a team of 10 builders who put their skills to the test, and it took them 4 whole days to put this mega flag together. That's some serious dedication right there, I'm not gonna lie. And guess what? You can actually see this incredible creation up close and personal, because the record-breaking flag now lives at the attraction, ready to impress visitors and give them the perfect backdrop for photos. Oh, and here's the cherry on top. Legoland Discovery Center Toronto didn't just break the record, they obliterated it. The previous title holder, Omen Avenues Mall in Omen, had a flag that measured about, 2.33 meters tall and 4.12 meters wide. But Toronto's LEGO flag was like, hold my maple syrup, and came out on top. That was a very awful joke. You should still subscribe though. The world record for the fastest Millennium Falcon microfighter build. In a whirlwind of bricks and determination, 2021 witnessed the shattering of yet another LEGO Guinness World Record, this time for the quickest assembly of the LEGO Star Wars Millennium Falcon microfighter. The record-breaking streak continues as the boundless passion of LEGO fans once again propels them to new heights. Amid the lockdown blues, a young prodigy emerged, showcasing his proudness and building prowess too. Meet Hudson Hayes from Kentucky, the embodiment of the new LEGO record record holder. Age 12 at the time, yep, that's right, only 12 years old, he transformed his lockdown boredom into an audacious goal, conquering the fastest time to build the 75030 Millennium Falcon. With laser focus and nimble fingers, he swiftly snapped together the 94 pieces, completing the task in an astonishing 1 minute and 59.72 seconds. Just under 2 minutes, literally. While the LEGO Millennium Falcon realm is no stranger to records, Hadson's feat stands out as an impressive testament. In Germany, a formidable team of builders holds the record for assembling the larger LEGO Star Wars 75192 Millennium Falcon, clocking in at 2 hours, 57 minutes, and 47 seconds. However, what sets Hadson's accomplishment apart is his age. Seriously, I mean, bro, how good is this kid for literally only being 12? Fastest LEGO Titanic build. In an astonishing showcase of skill and determination, history was made on May 22nd, 2022, when Sebastian Haworth from Springfield, Virginia, USA, achieved the fastest time to construct the LEGO Titanic. The clock was set, the bricks were ready, and a new record was born in just 8 hours, 42 minutes, and 12 seconds. I mean, bro, he did not even go to the bathroom, I think. Sebastian's journey to this LEGO marvel began with inspiration from a video showcasing a similar record-breaking attempt, and fueled by the challenge, he took on the task and finished it in some style too, but hopefully he had like a bathroom break or something, and hopefully you subscribe too. Fastest under 16 to stack LEGO Tower. Now this time, on March 23rd, 2023, so just recently, in Nagoya, Aichi, Japan, a record was forged. The fastest time to assemble a 20-brick right-angle LEGO Tower, under 16 seconds, was an astonishing 13.33 seconds, a feat achieved by the determined and skilled Ryoma Arakawa. In Ryoma's case, it was the captivating pages of the Guinness World Records book that sparkled his interest. A library discovery turned into a personal mission, propelling him to attempt and achieve greatness and actually getting the record he wanted. World's fastest LEGO model. Now let's talk about the latest jaw-dropper, the 1:8 scale model of the GTA Spano. But don't be fooled, because this isn't your regular model. It's not just for show, and it's got some serious power under the hood. First things first, this baby is officially the fastest LEGO model on the planet. Yep, you heard that right. It's not just a static piece on a shelf, because it's got some set of motors that make it go vroom. And guess what? It's got some serious zip too, hitting a top speed of 23 miles an hour. Move over, tiny toy cars, because Lego's gonna beat you. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. This marvel is crafted from 3,880 bricks pieced together to replicate the GTA Spano in 1:8 scale. And when it comes to speed, it's not messing around either, because it can hit a max speed of 36.5 kilometers, which is a whopping 22.7 miles an hour. That's like having a pocket-sized speed demon, just chilling, just like doing its thing. And here's where it gets even cooler, because this isn't your typical motor setup. This is next level stuff. Brace yourself for this, because there are not only one, not two, but 15 electric motors packed into this bad boy. 10 of them are also there to make the car cruise around smoothly, while the remaining 5 handle the other nifty functions. We're talking wing doors that swing open, a rear spoiler that gets all fancy, air brakes that do their thing, and steering that's on point. Oh, and don't forget the piece de resistance, a fake V10 engine with pistons that actually move. I mean, bro, this is one of the coolest LEGO cars I've seen. Largest LEGO City world record. In 2022, LEGO Germany etched its name into the annals of record-breaking glory. A staggering feat unfolded as over 2,800 A-full adult fans of LEGO enthusiasts converged to build the world's largest LEGO city. Under the banner of LEGO camaraderie, 8 A-full clubs from across Germany united, armed with a staggering 1.8 million LEGO bricks. Their collective efforts materialized into a cityscape boasting an impressive 1,556 buildings and approximately 1,000 road elements. This monumental achievement soared above and beyond the initial requirement of only 500 houses. And I mean, I might live in the LEGO city, wouldn't you? World's most expensive brick. Amid their curated lineup of collector LEGO sets, Brick Envy recently introduced what can only be hailed as the universe's most valuable LEGO brick. Imagine a LEGO brick not just like any other brick, but a gem worth a staggering $14,450. This marvel stands as the golden tribute to the iconic 2x4 LEGO brick gracing the world with its size and form. Crafted from a breathtaking 25.65 grams of 14-karat gold, this piece of LEGO history transcends mere play and enters a realm of awe-inspiring luxury. This extraordinary relic arrives with a bonus too, because its original display box from the 1980s is a time capsule that carries the LEGO logo of its era. And look at that thing. I mean, that thing looks pretty sweet. Longest LEGO track. Back in 2013, Danish LEGO enthusiast Henrik Ludvigsson Stevenson spearheaded an astonishing endeavor, crafting an unbroken train track that stretched for an awe-inspiring 4,000.25 meters long. And Henrik embarked on a journey of sheer dedication with this one. But he wasn't alone on this odyssey, because alongside him stood 80 like-minded LEGO enthusiasts, collectively known as the Blegpleden. Hopefully I'm saying that right, bro, but here's what it looks like on screen. So look, that's what it is. This dynamic team united their skills, dreams, and dedication to achieve the extraordinary. And together, they would engineer the world's longest plastic toy train track, the largest LEGO house. Back in 2009, a British TV presenter named James May came up with the wild idea for his show, James May's Toy Series. He decided to build a life-size house entirely out of LEGO bricks. He chose a spot at the Denby's Wine Estate in Surrey, UK, and got to work. This wasn't just a small project too, because he used a whopping 3.2 million LEGO bricks to pull it all together. And this house wasn't just for show, it was actually fully functional too. Imagine having a toilet, bathtub, and even a huge bed all made out of LEGO. That might be actually uncomfortable. Well, anyways, the house turned out to be a colorful and modern masterpiece. And in fact, James May made history by becoming the very first person to live in a real house made entirely out of LEGO bricks. I mean, how cool is that? But here's where things took a bit of a twist, because as cool as the LEGO house was, it had to be taken down because it was getting in the way of the grape harvest at the Denby's estate. Even Legoland passed on the chance to take it because the cost of taking it apart, moving it, and putting it back together was just too much. So James May tried to find a new home for his LEGO creation on Facebook, but sadly, no takers showed up. So eventually the house had to just be taken apart and forgotten forever. But now, fast forward to 2022, and James May is back at it again because he built another LEGO house for his show. And this one claimed to be the world's first LEGO house made entirely out of LEGO, like literally every single part. But whether it was bigger than the one he built in 2009 is still a bit of a mystery, but regardless, no one has beat him at this record, and it's pretty dang cool. Largest LEGO brick Formula 1 car. In 2021, the Saudi Automobile and Motorcycle Federation, also known as SAMF, pulled off something awesome. They set a new record for the largest LEGO brick Formula 1 car, and get this, was put together using over a whopping 500,000 LEGO bricks. Now picture this though, because the whole assembly of this record-breaking LEGO Formula 1 car went down at the Red Sea Mall in Jeddah. People gathered around to watch this impressive creation take shape. So just how big was this LEGO masterpiece? Well, it measured a whopping 5.710 meters in length, stood at 2.048 meters tall, and was about 1 meter wide. That's one giant toy car. But here's the cool part though, all of the awesome folks who contributed to this record-breaking attempt had their names proudly displayed on a digital screen next to this massive LEGO vehicle. I mean, talk about actually leaving your mark. Now, here's where things get even more awesome, because SAMF wanted to involve the public and add a charitable twist to the whole deal. As part of the build-up to the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, they invited Saudi residents to get on this action. How? By letting them purchase a LEGO brick that was used in building the epic car. But here's the best part. The money from these purchases went actually directly to NSAN, which is the Saudi Arabian National Platform for Charitable Work. So not only did they break a very cool record, but they also did some good work for their community. Let's stick with vehicles with the largest LEGO airplane. This time in 2022, once again, the LEGO pros at Big Planes blew our minds with something seriously epic. A gigantic Emirates Airbus A380 Super Jumbo made entirely out of LEGO bricks. We're talking about a whopping 40,000 pieces here. This wasn't your average LEGO project either, let me tell you, because it officially is the biggest LEGO passenger airplane on the planet. And get this, it tips the scales at nearly 100 pounds and spans a whopping 7 feet in width. Bro, that's like having a mini airplane right in your living room. The amount of work that went into this thing is mind-boggling too, and is now causing quite the buzz. But the buzz doesn't stop there, because those clever folks over at Big Planes made sure that this LEGO beauty had some serious tech packed in it. According to Hypebeast.com, the Rolls-Royce Trent turbofans on this LEGO Marvel are powered by LEGO Power Function motors. And you can actually control the flaps and spoiler using your smartphone, all thanks to the LEGO Powered Up system. I mean, talk about taking LEGO to the actual next level. Oh, and don't forget the flight control surfaces. I mean, they're rocking a single LEGO XL motor at the base of each wing. But it's not just the mechanics that are jaw-dropping. Take a peek inside and you'll find an entire world meticulously recreated. Different cabins, suites, and even an army of accurately designed Emirates crew and passengers. And yeah, they didn't just skimp out on the details, because there's in-flight food and drinks, including a mega-sized rotisserie chicken and wine. Pop the roof off this LEGO wonder and you'll get a glimpse of the cockpit and upper deck where the fancy first and business class seats are. Downstairs though is the economy class section, and yep, they didn't miss a thing here either. Oh, and let's not forget the awesome extras. The landing gear folds up just like the real deal, and there's a cargo hold, and guess what? 16 screen doors to let out the Lego characters in and out. And speaking of characters, there's a quirky cast on board, including a couple of grandmas, a time-traveling dude straight out of the 19th century, and even a mysterious character just chilling in the coach. And finally, the Multi-Cuber 999. So, you know those robots that are crazy fast at solving Rubik's Cubes? Well, they've been smashing world records left and right, solving cubes in the blink of an eye. But let me introduce you to a different kind of Rubik's Cube solving champ, the Multi-Cuber 999. This one's not just about speed, it's all about tackling the big guys. You're familiar with the regular 3x3 Rubik's Cube, right? Well, the Multi-Cuber 999 is like, hold my gears, because it's designed to conquer the colossal 9x9 cubes. Yeah, we're talking about a cube that's 3 times the size on each side. And while it may take a bit longer, around half an hour or so, to actually crack the code, I'd like to see anyone else try to beat that. Now, here's the clever part though, because the Multi-Cuber 999 is put together using Lego Mindstorms, which is like the Swiss Army knife of Lego creations. It takes a page from its speedier cousin's book, and it's got an Android phone acting like its eyes and brain, and some nifty Lego mechanisms that handle the twisting and turning pretty well. It's like a Rubik's Cube master. But hey, let's dream big, and maybe one day we'll witness a robot that can take the ultimate challenge, a massive 22 by 22 Rubik's Cube. But until then, I'll be here just marveling at the Multi-Cuber 999 and its mega cube solving skills that did beat all records. Did you know that when distributed across the world's population, each person would have more than 80 Lego bricks? And if piled, these materials would then make 10 towers that stretch all the way up to the moon and back. That's right. But that isn't the strangest thing about Lego, because there's more. You see, Lego has manufactured some pretty odd items in the past, from the eerie exoskeleton individuals to the questionable looking giraffes. So today, we have compiled some of the most out of the ordinary and creepy Lego sets ever created. For starters, the Lego Ideas Exosuit was designed as a homage to the retro sci-fi films and television shows. Though, despite its seeming coolness, the exosuit gives off an eerie impression. It just makes you feel uncomfortable, you know? To begin with, the exosuit looks like something out of the 1979 sci-fi horror film Alien. Some individuals may even get the creeps when they see this costume because of its sleek black surface and long, spindly arms and legs. For fans of the Alien series, the exosuit includes a hidden Easter egg, if you will, that is guaranteed to give them the creeps. Meanwhile, a miniature Lego chest burster in whole blood red with a sharp, toothy head is hidden away in one of the suit's pockets. But for number 9, we have the Death Star set. I mean, everybody knows this one from Lego Star Wars, and that's why it's on our list. The set has roughly 4,000 pieces and is beyond the skill level of any casual Lego fan. It's not the easiest thing to build. And in spite of its many attractive features, the Lego Star Wars Death Star kit also has a sinister tone to it. If you want to get to it, for starters, the Emperor Palpatine minifigure is one of the most interesting additions to the set. Meanwhile, the figure's aged face and sinister attitude makes it very, very uncomfortable. Not to mention that the dark, hooded robe and crimson lightsaber that comes included with the figure only contributes to its menacing appearance. But that's not it for the Death Star, because lastly, the garbage compactor monster that comes with it is one of the more unsettling figures in the entire collection. That's not all that bad though, because number 8 is something a little more different. That's right, it's Jeffrey the Giraffe. You see, these toys don't look like they were made by a company that aims to provide children with a positive play experience with their creepy patterns and faces. One may even think that an image of Jeffrey was just ran through a make it look like a Lego set filter and just used it as is. Don't get us wrong though, we do appreciate Lego honoring a classic from our youth, but it's difficult to deny that these setups have an eerie quality and tone to them in general. Maybe it's the way Jeffrey's eyes appear to pierce right through you, or even the lifelike giraffe head. I mean, look, these collections demonstrate that, yeah, not all throwbacks are created equal. But now it's time for number 7, the Scala 3121 Summer Day Out. Among the many Legos we are looking at, the Scala 3121 Summer Day Out stands out when it comes to creepy Lego pieces. And the packaging itself, I mean, it's enough to give you nightmares on its own. For instance, Baby Thomas, the doll that is included in the package, has an unnerving lifelike eyes that just follow you wherever you go. I mean, look at this thing. On the other hand, a person can feel watched by this kind of stare, even if they are alone in a room. We don't like clowns, we don't like Baby Thomas either. But the creepiness isn't the only thing that sets this collection apart. It's also the fact that LEGO produced the Barbie-themed Scala line in an effort to appeal to female consumers, basically girls that like LEGO too. Scala, with its emphasis on clothing and accessories, was designed as a girly alternative to the standard LEGO line. And of course, unfortunately, it never caught on and was swiftly abandoned into something of the past to never be seen again. Yeah, but don't forget about Baby Thomas. He's gonna be following you everywhere. Jokes aside though, speaking of jokes, number 6 is the Jokerland set. Some more disturbing LEGO creations is the Jokerland, a carnival-themed park managed by the Joker and his nefarious associates. The big ride features a terrifying clown and is accompanied by a haunted mansion and other rides and attractions that are meant to terrify the inhabitants of Gotham City. Meanwhile, the Joker robot is an impressive piece of machinery that serves as the set's main attraction. Whereas the robot is unsettling to look at, what is with its grotesque proportions and snarling face? But perhaps the most unsettling though is the Jokerland's general vibe. The park is supposed to be a place where families can go and have a good time, but the Joker and his henchmen have turned it into a terrifying place. No doubt, all the rides and attractions are dark and sinister, with a creepy clown staring at the guests from every direction and frightening warnings posted everywhere. The set definitely takes the cake, but does it take the cake as number 5? Because we're moving on to number 5, Frankenstein Monster. With his stitched together body and menacing expression, Frankenstein's monster is also another classic LEGO horror icon. But when he's made out of LEGO bricks, there's something even more unsettling about him already. I mean, look, even for horror fans, it's a scary sight to see. Then again, LEGO Frankenstein's monster set is effectively eerie due to the brand's meticulous attention to detail. The bolts in the monster's neck and the scars on his forehead are just 2 of the examples of the meticulous attention to detail that went on in recreating this appearance on the LEGO. But even with all of that, is it as bad as number 4, which is the Nightmare Before Christmas Jack Skellington LEGO set? He's creepy to look at with his bony body and toothy grin. The thing is though, the faithful recreation of the original persona is one of the reasons why the LEGO set is so unsettling. But by all means, the designers did a great job at recreating Jack Skellington's skeletal features right down to his bony fingertips. The LEGO blocks have been designed to look like his suit, furthering the illusion of the realism of the character itself. Number 3, the LEGO recreation of the Bates Motel. The LEGO recreation of the Bates Motel, made famous by Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, is also both stunning and unsettling too. This house is complex in design, with a sharply slanted roof, many chimneys, and a creepy window in the attic. Yet, the surrounding scenery is equally beautiful, with realistically rendered trees, bushes, and flowers too. The gloomy atmosphere it generates, yet, is what truly sets this LEGO construction distinct. But who here is scared of spiders? Because I know I am, and number 2 is the LEGO sculpture of a giant spider. Of course, you have to give credit to the LEGO builders' creativity and talent that they were able to bring such a thing to life using LEGO. But what truly separates this sculpture from others is the way in which it plays on our most basic phobias. Humans have been terrified of spiders for millennia, and this model captures that feeling exactly perfectly. As you go closer to this enormous spider, you begin to wonder whether or not it will strike you at any moment. It feels that real, I promise you. But wait until you hear about the next one on our list. Number 1, the humanoid robot LEGO set. Just imagine walking into a room and facing a humanoid robot made entirely out of LEGO pieces. That's right, even the thought of it gives you chills. With AI taking over the world right now and just getting bigger and bigger and stronger, which is very scary, the unnerving resemblance between this LEGO build and the real thing is bound to give you the creeps. Its amazing and unnerving agility is the result of its limbs' ability to bend and twist. What's even creepier though is that the robot's face seems so natural that it can even mimic human emotions. This LEGO robot undoubtedly looks and moves so realistically that it is unsettling. You almost expect it to just, get up and go around on its own and start interacting with the things in your room. Or, far worse, to come to life and take control of everything. Sounds a lot like AI, doesn't it? Well, it could happen with Lego too. From a Lego Guardians of the Galaxy game set that was canceled to the billion-dollar Brick Race movie that didn't end up happening, these are some canceled Lego products we all really wish hadn't been canceled. Kicking things off with some very exciting Lego game projects, including some tied to Marvel and Star Wars, got canceled at TT Games this year. Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga had become quite a fan favorite over the years. However, despite its success, it seems that the positive response wasn't enough to secure the fate of various other Lego projects. Nintendo Life also reported that TT Games had pulled the plug on several upcoming ventures, including an undisclosed Disney project codenamed Project Marley. This game was rumored to showcase multiple worlds and Disney characters from Jungle Book, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Pirates of the Caribbean, Toy Story, and Frozen, essentially a Lego version of Dreamlight Valley. Unfortunately, it seems TT Games faced many challenges in steering the direction of the project, and the success of Dreamlight Valley may have been a deciding factor. Project Marley was supposedly 4 years into development and it got canceled. But another canceled project is Project Cosmic, believed to be Lego Guardians of the Galaxy. And this game was reportedly 18 months into development, marking another significant setback. However, it's not all bad news. The Mandalorian DLC for Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, although rumored to be in jeopardy, hasn't been outright canceled officially. Unlike the other character packs TT Games that predominantly released, the Mando DLC aimed to introduce a new narrative to the Lego Star Wars universe. It's disappointing to see these projects face setbacks, especially considering the creative potential they held, but hey, let's not hope anything else gets canceled. But that's it for Lego games. Now let's move on to themes. Lego Adventurers. It's June 1998 and Lego introduces us to the thrilling Adventurers theme. Headlined by the dashing Australian explorer Johnny Thunder, also known as Sam Grant, and Joe Freeman, this theme took us through various sub-themes like Egypt, Jungle, Dino Island, and Orient Expedition. Fast forward to spring 2003 though, and the adventure sadly came to an end. A notable legacy of this theme is the exhilarating ride in Legoland California and Legoland Florida 2, where riders got to wield laser pointer guns to fend off enemies. A pretty short-lived theme, it only ran about 6 years. Agents. In summer of 2008, Lego gave us the high-octane Agents theme, featuring an elite team of secret agents battling the notorious Dr. Inferno and his international crime syndicate. The action continued into 2009 with Agents 2.0. Each set was not just a build, it also came with a short comic strip providing background to the set's action. One standout was Mission 5 Turbo Car Chase, which even included a credit card-sized identity card for added spy vibes. But sadly, this theme is now part of Lego history and it has been discontinued but not forgotten. Alpha Team. In 2001, Lego brought the video game Lego Alpha Team to life with the Alpha Team theme, centered around a group of secret agents, once again, thwarting the villainous Ogo world's domination plans. Alpha Team was an absolute hit. The initial run lasted from 2001 to 2002, so only about a year, and it closely tied to the original video game. After a brief hiatus in 2003, the theme made a comeback from 2004 to 2005, so again another year, sporting a refreshed cast of characters, a new logo, and a focus on transforming vehicles. While Alpha Team had its moment in the Lego spotlight, it eventually retired, and it's weird, it only ran for 1 year, then disappeared, then ran for a year, and now it's gone for good. But I mean, I've never had one of these sets. Lego Alien Conquest. Ever since 1979, the Lego group and space themes have been an inseparable duo, much like peanut butter and jelly. Bad joke. While previous Lego classic space themes were often focused on intergalactic factions or planetary exploration, the Lego Alien Conquest theme brought the extraterrestrial excitement a little closer to home. Imagine little green men invading Earth not for resources or conquest, but to snatch humanity's brain power. That's the whole idea behind Lego Alien Conquest, and it's a theme that took inspiration from America's 1950s sci-fi cinema aesthetic. The character and vehicle designs were straight out of pop and pulp culture. Saucer-shaped ships, menacing three-legged war machines, and bug-eyed Martians with exposed brains. It was definitely a nostalgic nod to the drive-in movie era. On the flip side of the extraterrestrial coin, however, Lego introduced the Alien Defense Unit, or ADU, a team of heroic astronauts serving as Earth's last line of defense. These brave ADU troopers took the fight to the cosmic invaders, with sets allowing them to blatantly battle in the air and on land. The Lego Alien Conquest theme only came out with 7 sets total, all released in a single wave during May of 2011, with a couple of polybags hitting shelves later that year. A highlight was the Alien Conquest Battle Pack in June, featuring 2 aliens, a pair of ADU troopers, and 1 civilian. Unfortunately, the joyride with Lego Alien Conquest was a short one, leaving fans like me wondering why the plug was pulled so soon. So yeah, it sucks it got canceled. It was one of my first themes that I ever owned, and yeah, we're just gonna move on. Lego Pharaoh's Quest. This is where we really stepped into the world of ancient tombs, buried treasure, cursed mummies, and desert escape pads with LEGO Pharaoh's Quest, a theme that taps into the swashbuckling spirit in all of us. This LEGO theme doesn't just offer dynamic builds, it's also a treasure trove of memorable minifigures and thrilling play experience straight from the scenes of a Hollywood action adventure blockbuster. Coming out in January of 2011, LEGO Pharaoh's Quest marked a departure from the usual non-licensed theme by the LEGO Group. The storyline follows archaeologist professor, I'm not even gonna try to say that name, along with explorers Jake Rains and Helena Scavelings, and the grease monkey mechanic demolitions expert Mac McCloud. Together, they embark on a quest to uncover Pharaoh Amesrite. Bro, what are these names? 6 mysterious treasures. This theme has it all too. Booby-trapped tombs, flying mummies, giant scarab beetles, slithering snakes, stinging scorpions, supernatural statues, and a steadfast sphinx. The sets from LEGO Pharaoh's Quest not only brought these elements to life, but also delivered on innovative play features and captivating buildable environments. But it wasn't just about exploring ancient mysteries. The LEGO Pharaoh's Quest sets included a funky variety of vehicles for our heroes to navigate on, from scooped up hot rods and rugged desert trucks to awesome armored ATVs and a slick biplane with a nifty grab function for those hard to reach treasures. The creativity knew no bounds and there were so many different options. So what exactly happened to this adventure pack theme, and why did we only get one wave of 6 sets, 2 polybags, and a 3 minifigure battle pack before it vanished into the sands of time? Well, unfortunately, I don't know. LEGO Atlantis. The lost civilization of Atlantis, a tale that has intrigued scholars, sparked debates, and fired up the imaginations of curious minds since Plato first spun the yarn. Is it a myth? Is it a reality? Is it just all some fictional story? Is it real? Is it not? Everyone wants to know. But anyways, in January of 2010, the LEGO Group decided to now join the exploration party by launching its first wave of a thrilling theme dedicated to the legendary Atlantis. Picture futuristic underwater vehicles like the Deep Sea Raider and Neptune Carrier on a mission to scour the seafloor for the buried city and its treasures. Enter Atlantis Exploration Headquarters, a playset with all the bells and whistles, nominated for the Toy Award 2010 at the 60th International Toy Fair Nuremberg in the category of Games plus Action. Unlike other LEGO underwater exploration themes, Atlantis went beyond shipwrecks and treasure chests. It gave us ancient ruins with pillared Parthenon-esque structures reminiscent of mid-5th century BCE Greek architecture. The LEGO Atlantis theme also introduced a rich underwater kingdom populated by original sea creature or characters, each with their own unique designs like the Barracuda Guardian, Hammerhead Warrior, Manta Warrior, Lobster Guardian, Shark Warrior, and Squid Warrior. And despite running for only 3 waves and offering a total of 20 sets, 4 polybags, and a pair of activity books with collectible LEGO minifigures, LEGO Atlantis had a relatively short production life of about a year. The reasons behind its brief run still remain a mystery, though speculation suggests that its connection to history and mythology may have left some young LEGO enthusiasts scratching their heads. While the Atlantis theme may have been a bit ahead of its time, many fans, and even myself included, wish we could have seen more of its zany potential. I just wanted to see more sea creatures, further exploration of its captivating mythology, and even more crossovers with other LEGO themes. LEGO Dino. Before 2012's Dino theme, the LEGO Group had already dipped its toes into the Jurassic waters with ventures like the year 2000's Adventurers sub-theme, Dino Island, showcasing molded dinosaurs like the T-Rex and Stegosaurus. The LEGO Studios theme in 2001 and the standalone Dinosaurs theme also brought dinosaurs to the forefront. However, it was with the 2012 Dino theme that LEGO truly reached its prehistoric pinnacle. Imagine highly detailed, fabulously articulated dinosaur models including the Raptor, Colophysis, Triceratops, Pteranodon, and an imposing Tyrannosaurus Rex. The T-Rex alone was a behemoth compared to its predecessors, setting the stage for a Dynamite LEGO adventure. The sets themselves were also a visual feast, featuring vehicles like trucks, hydroplanes, helicopters, and jeeps, complemented by magnificent playsets too. Pteranodon Tower, with its 136 pieces, offered a tranquilizer gun, an original printed computer screen tile, and even a sleek jet boat. However, the highlight was the Dino Defense Headquarters, an absolute showstopper boasting 4 minifigures, 3 dinosaurs, a helicopter, a car, a headquarters with a laboratory, tranquilizer refilling station, and a communications center. It was a testament to the fact that a great LEGO theme doesn't always need a license to shine. Yet despite the brilliance of the LEGO Dino theme, it vanished without a trace. And why? Well, that still remains a mystery, but the speculation with this one points to the impending release of Colin Trevorrow's Jurassic World, which was still a few years away. Perhaps 2012's LEGO Dino theme just served as an audition tape, a prototype showcasing LEGO's prowess in courting Universal and proving what they could achieve with the franchise. And while many LEGO fans do appreciate evergreen and original themes over licensed ones, there's always a certain charm to a theme that exists without the constraints of intellectual property. The Dino theme with its endless possibilities could have been a long-lasting favorite, but it got canceled. Lego Monster Fighters. With this one, you had vampires, werewolves, ghouls, ghosts, and gillmen, the whole creepy creature crew straight from the best monster movies, and they were all there. Sure, the Lego Studios theme took a dip into the eerie waters back in 2002, but it wasn't until May of 2012 that the Lego group fully embraced the classic horror vibe with their spooktacular Monster Fighters theme. At the heart of the Monster Fighters story was the menacing Lord Vampire, a bloodsucker on a quest to snatch up all the mighty Moonstones and harness their magical powers. Alongside him were creepy sidekicks like the Swamp Creature, Mummy, Crazy Scientist with his monster, and a bunch of other familiar faces from the spooky genre. Basically, the Lego Monster Fighters theme whisked fans into a fantastic and original world, blending freshness with familiarity. The minifigures sported new prints and molds, and the sets boasted unique play features and atmospheric settings, and the vehicles were a blast with heaps of variety across the entire theme. But now the burning question: why did this get the axe the same year it came out? Like, it didn't even last a year. Maybe the Lego group just thought they exhausted the classic movie monster roster with a single wave. Or maybe they were just worried that the Monster Fighters theme tiptoed a bit too close to the edge of acceptability for a children's toy. Whatever the real reason was, it was definitely the wrong one, because Monster Fighters deserved a longer run, but unfortunately it didn't get that. The Billion Brick Race. The Lego franchise has had quite a run on the big screen, kicking off with a bang, but one intriguing project that never saw the light of day was the Billion Brick Race, a film in development by the Lego Group and Warner Brothers. Unfortunately, not much is actually known about this one movie. Initially, it was set to be the third spin-off from the original Lego movie. The franchise's first installment proved that there was a keen audience for such movies. It's still hailed as one of the best animated movies in recent years, and actually the success of the Lego movie gave rise to the Lego iteration of Batman, leading to the creation of the spin-off, the Lego Batman movie, where many memes, including this one, came out of it. The franchise then eventually ventured into the original properties like Ninjago, but the Billion Brick Race, however, was meant to be a standalone spin-off, steering clear of characters from other movies. It was kind of a weird thing. True to its name, the film aimed to be a racing picture, drawing inspiration from classic films in the genre. Writer Drew Pearce even dropped a hint mentioning Cannonball Run as one of the influence for the creative team. A racing-themed movie with Lego characters would undoubtedly attract big-name stars and provide a perfect canvas for the writers to weave in their memorable meta jokes, a comedic style that worked wonders in the previous Lego films. But unlike other spin-offs in the Lego universe, the Billion Brick Race would have introduced an all-new property to the Lego brand. While Batman was a character Warner Brothers already owned, and Ninjago an original Lego creation, this racing flick promised fresh, uncharted territory, and it's kind of a big risk to take. Despite the filmmakers' passion for the project and the interest it generated into the Lego community, Warner Brothers eventually had to pull the plug, leaving us to wonder about the untold bricks and speed adventures that might have been. And I'm actually wondering, leave a comment if you would have wanted to watch this. Me personally, I don't really know. Ben 10 Alien Force. This was a Lego theme that made a brief appearance on the scene in 2010, only to bid us a farewell in the same year that it came out. Now, this theme was a nod to the cartoon series of the same name that kept us all entertained on Cartoon Network, but the kicker with this is that it didn't quite hit the Lego jackpot. In fact, it waved goodbye after a mere 6 months in some countries. I mean, talk about blink of an eye. I mean, that's what that means. It is worth noting that it falls under the Technic sub-theme umbrella too. It was a small lineup of 6 sets, each a snazzy action figure version of one of Ben's alien forms. These figures are all made up of a modest 14 to 22 pieces, so think Bionicle figures but with a touch of simplicity and specific parts. What's cool is that this theme brought in a revamped ball and socket joint, a smart move to replace the older, more break-prone version. And let's not forget the glow-in-the-dark eyes and the Omnitrix on their chest. Talk about a stylish touch. Bionicle. Everybody knows Bionicle. Let's now take a stroll down memory lane to the realm of Bionicle. Everybody knows this. It's Lego's construction theme. I don't gotta explain it too much, but imagine sets that are like the Michelangelos of Lego, using modified Technic pieces and nifty ball and socket joints to craft these larger-than-life intricate figures. I remember even buying these in the little capsule things, bro. I had a couple of these growing up. Now, Bionicle wasn't just about the bricks, because it also had its own comic book saga running alongside the original set releases. But hold on to your Lego hats, because when Bionicle took a bow, those comics transformed into graphic novel volumes. And for those novel enthusiasts, fear not, because there were actual novels released too. This theme bursted onto the scene in 2001, rocking the Lego world until its original hiatus in 2010. And what a run it had. I mean, gaining a cult-like status in the early 2000s. I was one of them. But wait, there's more, because in 2014, brace yourself, Bionicle made a grand return, bringing new sets and all. Alas though, the encore lasted until 2016 before it took its final bow once again, never to return again. Unfortunate. Such a classic, it's sad that it got canceled. The Black Falcons. These iconic sets made their debut in 1984 and continued their medieval adventures until 1992. Now, if you happen to be in Canada or Australia, you might know them by a different name, the Eagle's Crest. Across the border in the US, a catalog from 1989 dropped the names like Forestmen, Black Knights, and Guardians of the Grey Castles. Interestingly, this hinted at a tale where the Black Falcon, much like the Black Monarch, was a character leading the charge for the Guardians. Fast forward to 2012 though, and a distinguished Black Falcon Knight makes a cameo in a Kingdom set, locking horns with the Lion Knights. It's like a medieval soap opera with knights and castles, right? And guess what? In 2021, the Black Falcons made a triumphant return in LEGO Ideas 21325 Medieval Blacksmith, proving that some classics are just timeless. But of course, it did get canceled. Let's transition to the Black Knights. No, I'm not talking about the Fortnite skin. Now, it would be in LEGO's castle theme, where the Black Knights took their place in 1988. They had 13 epic sets, 2 grand castles, and they were kind of a big deal in the LEGO castle universe during their run. Now, what made them stand out, you might ask? It was the sleek black color of their fortifications that set the Black Knights apart from their medieval counterparts. Imagine towering castles all decked out in mysterious black. Pretty cool, right? Oh, and they even had a symbol too, a blue wyvern dragon proudly gracing their shields and banners. Now, here's the twist. The Dragon Masters use a similar motif, just with a different color palette. And as time rolled on, the Black Knights took a bit of a backseat after 1994, but their legacy still lingered. The crest still made surprise appearances up until 1996, adding a touch of medieval flair to the LEGO landscape. But if you're not super old, you're not gonna know about this, because it is a really old set and it did get canceled pretty early on for itself. Cars. Back in 2010, Disney gave a nod to the Little Builders with a Cars theme in Duplo form. Yep, we're talking about those chunky bricks for the younger gearheads. Then in 2011, they shifted gears and brought Cars into the system world. That's the more intricate LEGO realm that we all know and love. But here's the plot twist with this one, because by 2012, the theme took an early pit stop and went off the shelves. Despite that though, Lightning McQueen and the gang made a roaring comeback in 2017, all thanks to the brand new Cars 3 movie. The theme got a fresh start under the Junior sub-theme, and now the newer sets might be a tad less complex than their 2011 counterparts, but they still pack that Cars charm. Anyways, I don't even know why LEGO would cancel Cars to begin with. City Center. Taking a stroll down LEGO memory lane once again to the bustling urban landscapes of City Center. Imagine it as a cool successor to Town Junior, inheriting that simplified building vibe. Fun fact about this one, across the pond in Europe, it just went by the name City. No fancy center attached. But it would be in 1999 that the City Center was born. It brought its brick-filled charm, but alas, it waved goodbye to the shelves in 2000, so only a year again. But hold on tight though, because the next city-themed adventure, World City, hit the scene 3 years fashionably late in 2003. And some sets from the City Center even made a comeback like the blocky stars of the brick show they are. Slick Kits. Interesting name, but this was LEGO's 4th major theme crafted with creativity for just the girls. Before it, we had the likes of Scala, Paradisia, and Belleville setting the stage. Now, Clickix took the LEGO scene by storm from 2003 to 2006, and the fun didn't completely fizzle out until 2008 in certain spots. Well, what made Click Kits click? Well, it put the spotlight on crafting bracelets and necklaces, so talk about accessorying in true LEGO style. Click Kits wasn't just about jewelry though, because it also embraced the beauty realm too. Think hairstyling tools, and then take it up a notch with the room decor sets featuring everything from cozy pillows to artsy frames. So either it didn't sell enough, some other reason, or girls didn't like it, I don't know, but this one did also get canceled pretty early on. The Crusaders. Marking the glorious return of the castle theme. These brave knights in shining bricks made their debut alongside the Black Falcons, reigniting the castle building fever after the original Knights curtain call in 1978. Though in the realms of Canada and Australia, our Crusaders and the Black Falcons donned the titles of Lion Crest and Eagle Crest factions, respectively. It's like they had their own secret identities in other parts of the world. But fast forward to 1991 and 1992, and the Lion Crest Knights decided to roll with the Crusaders name for good, and it also canceled. Dark Forest. It would be in 1996 this time when this castle sub-theme finally emerged, and it really brought something different to the table this time. And while Dark Forest didn't really grace the pages of European catalogs, it did make its way to certain shops across the continent. It's certainly an interesting distribution strategy, and maybe one that actually led to its downfall. Think of Dark Forest as the Forestmen's long-lost sibling, making a comeback after the Forestmen theme took its bow in 1990. They even shared share the same distinguished crest established back in 1987, creating a nostalgic link between the past and also the present. What made Dark Forest truly stand out though were its sets featuring woodland hideouts cleverly crafted into hollow trees and rocks. It was like a secret society of LEGO nature dwellers. Some Dark Forest minifigures sported familiar green tunics and forestman hats reminiscent of their forestman counterparts. Yet the minifigures brought a fresh twist, donning different torso pieces and hoods, adding a dash of variety to the enchanted forest. But alas, the Dark Forest vanished into the LEGO archives after 1996, leaving behind only 3 sets. Orient Expedition. What really set Orient Expedition apart from the LEGO pack though was its unique twist. Each set boasting over 100 pieces came with stat cards or even a puzzle piece for a game board. Now, this wasn't just any game either. It was the Orient Expedition board game, adding an extra layer of excitement to the LEGO Escape ad. The Orient Expedition was also the grand finale of the Adventurers sub-themes, marking an end of an era. You could join Johnny Thunder, the brainy Dr. Kilroy, and the adventurous Pippin Reed as they teamed up with new friends from Asia. And together, this group embarked on a quest across the continent, hot on the trail of the elusive golden dragon of Marco Polo and his 3 other treasures. So what's the catch? Well, the mischievous Lord Sam Sinister and his partners in crime were in hot pursuit, aiming to beat our heroes to the prize. It was a race against time, weaving a tale of mystery, intrigue, and LEGO magic into the vast landscapes of Asia. But if you thought that sounded pretty boring, maybe that's why it got cancelled. Nexo Knights. Nexo Knights was a thrilling castle theme that LEGO really enjoyed, even if it only ran from 2016 to 2018. The story around it was that there was a land where 5 young knights stood as the last line of defense against the nefarious Jestro, Monstrux, and their menacing monster army. The adventure officially kicked off on January 2nd, 2016, although eagle-eyed fans might have caught a glimpse of some sets in select stores as early as late December 2015. Taking a page from the Ultra Agents playbook, Nexo Knights introduced also an app, sadly now discontinued also, that allowed users to interact with the digital realm using their physical LEGO pieces. It was innovation meeting imagination in the LEGO universe. But just like other LEGO hits such as Ninjago and Legos of Chima, Nexo Knights leaped beyond the brick and mortar with its own TV series, of course named Nexo Knights the Animated Series. The animated saga premiered on Cartoon Network on January 11, 2016, followed by a second season on August 13th of the same year. But the adventure didn't stop there. 2017 brought the fans a 3rd and 4th season, adding layers to the epic tale, so I guess it was a pretty big hit. But unfortunately, as 2018 dawned, a 5th wave of sets was released, promising more thrills and spills for all the Nexo Knights fans. And as 2018 dawned, a 5th wave of sets was actually released, promising more thrills and spills for Nexo Knights fans. But nothing good always lasts, and despite the plans for a 5th season, the LEGO world was met with a twist of fate, because the series got an axe in 2018, leaving fans with only 4 seasons forever of brick-filled brilliance to cherish. Regardless though, it seemed like it did perform very well, and I do wonder why they canceled it. Everybody knows this one, Dora. In 2004, LEGO decided to join the Dora party and introduce the Dora the Explorer Explore sets, LEGO bricks bringing to life the vibrant world of Dora, Boots, and their friends. However, much like a fleeting expedition, the theme was short-lived and bid a farewell by the end of the same year. LEGO Quattro. Now, we're gonna take a trip down memory lane once again to the early 2000s when LEGO Quattro made its debut in the preschool scene, specifically in 2004. This theme was like the cool older sibling of Duplo, designed with the tiny tots in mind, those adventurous little builders ages 1 to 3. Now, what's so special about Quattro, you might ask? Well, the name itself spills the bricks. Terrible joke, I'm so sorry. These blocks were crafted to be double the size of your trusty Duplo bricks and a whopping quadruple the dimensions of regular LEGO system blocks. So imagine the possibilities, building towers that even toddlers could conquer. And by the way, I did build towers. I had these growing up. I vividly remember it. I built towers and castles, and it was a lot of fun. But wait, because there is more. These Quattro's wonders are not just big, because they're also baby friendly, perfect for those teething moments. And these bricks were also created to withstand the chewy exploration of, the small builders that like LEGO. They stand proud as the largest scale elements ever conjured up by the LEGO wizards. The iconic Quattro logo featured an elephant and a nod to the good old Primo days. The iconic Quattro logo featured an elephant, a nod to the good old Primo days, but now a snazzy new color. Quattro initially strutted its stuff under the LEGO Explore banner and later also got its own snazzy packaging. Guess what? It also got canceled. RoboForce. Diving into the intergalactic adventure of RoboForce, it's a nifty sub-theme of LEGO space that graced the scene in 1997. Now with this one, it wasn't your typical worldwide sensation because it strutted its robot stuff exclusively in the US catalogs of that year. Yeah, so it was only in the United States, nowhere nowhere else. RoboForce were the righteous heroes of the LEGO Space Saga, taking on the good guy mantle. This 4-set Wonderland showcased some seriously cool large robots. Think mecha-styled awesomeness, decked out in 2 eye-catching color schemes. First up, the orange-class robots, the Robo Police Patrol of the Cosmos. These humanoid wonders sported buzzsaws, perfect for handling intergalactic crime or performing epic civilian rescues. And get this, the heads of these robots doubled as small spaceships. Yeah, I'm not even joking. Talk about versatility, because escape pods or secondary vehicles, you name it, they had it. And on the other hand, we had the green class robots, bringing in the militaristic vibes with their animal-shaped wonders. The Roboraptor stole the show without a spacecraft, but made up for it with a sheer robo coolness. The Robomaster, on the other hand, threw in a sweet starcraft that might just remind you of the fan favorite Unitron Starhawk 2. A nod to the classic, perhaps? I don't even know. And then there were the power play RoboForce, or the robos that were fueled by mysterious secret robo discs. Now, don't let the name fool you, because these power sources were rectangular wonders, not discs. Go figure. But with this one, just like with every other one, the cosmic journey of the RoboForce was a short-lived affair, with only 4 sets actually coming out, and then it just got canceled. We talked about this one earlier. It's the Forestmen. Alright, let's venture into the enchanting world of the Forestmen, a fascinating faction within the LEGO Castle theme that emerged in 1987, like we talked about earlier, known as the Forest People across the pond in the UK. This woodland crew was all the rage, featuring 7 captivating sets that whisked us away to a realm of trees, forts, and intriguing hideouts. The Forestmen saga unfolded until 1990, leaving us with cherished memories of their woodland exploits. But fast forward to 2010, and the minifigures theme threw us a delightful curveball. A Forestman figure armed with a shiny new bow piece, adding a modern twist to the classic charm, just so happened to show up. The Forestmen made their grand entrance in 1987 with the enchanting 6066 camouflaged outpost, setting the stage for more woodland wonders. The following year, though, brought additional sets and the iconic stag emblem, solidifying their place in LEGO lore. Until the twilight of 1990, though, a total of 9 sets showcased the Forestmen in various roles, from stealthy hideouts to sturdy fortresses and even humble carts. But even with all of this, the Forestman saga didn't end there, because in 1996, a brief revival emerged with the introduction of Dark Forest, sharing the same crest and featuring woodland hideouts reminiscent of its predecessor. And with 19 original Forestmen, a Forest Woman, and the later collectible minifigure releases, our forest-loving friends total a charming 21. And it still got canceled though. This one's a more popular one, Hidden Side. Now, this was a really captivating LEGO theme that made its debut on August 1st, 2019. It had a haunted town named Newbury where ghosts roam freely, setting the stage for an immersive experience through an augmented reality app. Yes, really, the Hidden Side theme is not just about building sets, it's also about unraveling mysteries and capturing mischievous ghosts using the magic of AR. To join the ghost hunting fun, all you needed to do was just grab the app from the App Store or Google Play, whatever you use, and also probably have a set or two. Now, here's the cool part though, because even though the sets were actually designed to sync with the app, they weren't your average run-of-the-mill AR gimmick set like everyone else tries to do. Each set boasted standard system set features, ensuring a blast of playability regardless of your AR adventures. And at the launch, the theme treated us to a spooktacular array of 8 sets, each offering a unique piece of the haunted puzzle. But like I always say, good things must come to an end, and Hidden Side actually ended off and got canceled at around the end of 2020. However, fans received a small consolation prize with an update to the Hidden Side app in March of 2021 for some reason, but it doesn't matter. It's gone. Futuron. Futuron was quite the intriguing sub-theme in the LEGO Space Saga that graced us with its presence from 1987 to 1990. Imagine a group of intrepid space explorers, the Futuron astronauts, navigating the celestial expanse in a quest for discovery. But hold on, it's not all smooth sailing, because these cosmic pioneers found themselves in a friendly competition with the astronauts from Blacktron, adding a dash of intergalactic rivalry to the mix. And what's fascinating is that the Futuron astronauts decided to pay homage to their classic space predecessors, donning a familiar color scheme and logo. It's like a cosmic reunion with a modern twist. And with a stellar lineup featuring more than 17 different sets, Futuron firmly established itself as one of the larger and more intriguing factions in the vast LEGO space universe. And finally, Speed Racer. Speed Racer was one of the most anticipated themes to hit the shelves back in 2008. It had sleek racing cars, adrenaline-pumping speed, and the thrilling vibe of the film Speed Racer, which in turn took inspiration from the iconic anime by Tatsunoko Productions. But even with all of that, Speed Racer, despite its promise, was a bit of a pit stop in the LEGO lineup, zooming onto the scene in 2008 and making a swift exit the same year. And you're probably wondering, why that? Well, it turns out that the film didn't quite rev up the box office as expected. Anyway, anyways, which set, movie, product, item, or anything that was on this list do you wish never got canceled? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe. Oh my god, subscribe!